All right, let's get into action. We're going to be creating a mobile app with Google Stitch. Let's see how it generates that interface. So first thing we'll do is head to stitch.withgoogle.com. And as you can see, here's the prompt. Now, the prompt is on your screen. It's yours, but in exchange, I'm leaving you another gift in the description, an 8-minute private audio with tips on using AI tools. That way, you'll also get access to the AI training I upload. Basically, first we set the context. We tell it to design a user interface for a premium strength and gym training app. The app is designed for users, whether they're beginners or advanced. We define the visual style, the main page, then a profile page with statistics and such, a page with exploration techniques, and a fourth page with, additional quality or additional details. So let's paste this prompt. I think we've already pasted it. We selected the Thinking with 3 Pro model. We want good quality, and we're going to hit generate. It's 5:56. Let's see how long it takes. As you can see, we can also upload files and a website URL if we want some visual reference for what we're trying to generate. But since that's not my case, it's not necessary. We'll make sure up here we have application selected. The prompt, despite being long, it accepts. There's the prompt, huh? Look how long it is, huh? Look how long it is. Let's see if the tool can now generate what we asked for. As a nice touch, it shows the estimated time here, something that's honestly the envy of any other tool in any ecosystem, whether Google Cloud, ChatGPT. I don't know why they give us this interface, but I absolutely love that they thought of it. All right, the 100 seconds have passed, and let's see what this tool has generated. Okay, first of all, it generated these 4 images. We have the app section where it lets us select or create the different exercises we've done. Enter the weight. I had asked for it in pounds or kilos. I assume it would let me configure that. Reps and RPE, so pretty interesting. Then we have stats and heat map, which gives us the user's statistics, also based on what they're tracking and achieving. We can also explore routines and add new ones. Here in the explore section at the bottom, which I already showed you, explore stats. Also, as you see, it tracks rest time between sets, which is really important, but it doesn't record it. And then we also have the plate calculator, okay? I created this, or rather I asked it to create this, because when you're loading plates on a bar, you need to know how many to put on each side. As you can see, the interface itself doesn't actually work, okay? No matter how much I change the data, and here, for example, we already have interface errors where the kilos appear on top. But we can also preview each of these sections. As we see, it's completely designed for mobile. On tablet, it doesn't even adapt the responsive design. I have to say, I think it's because I specified to make it for mobile, but the responsive design does work, okay? Plus, we have the option to generate variations. Let's take the main page, okay? We're going to tell it to generate several variations for me. Well, we can ask it to regenerate because, for example, here it wasn't able to load it. We can also make a heat map. Let's make a heat map somewhere more interesting. For example, here we're going to tell it to make me a predictive heat map. As you can see, up here on the left, it's loading, and there we go. We almost have the heat map. As you can see, it also works with a super convenient Canva style. In fact, here, I think we can change the Canva background exactly in case we want to change it. And also, apart from the ability to generate a heat map, we can generate variations, which is what I wanted to do, okay? Let's hit generate variations. It shows us the number of options, okay? We can generate up to 5 variations. And it says creativity range. Adjust means it offers options with more subtle changes. Explore unleashes creativity a bit without overdoing it. And reimagine basically goes all out, okay? Then we can give it custom instructions, which isn't my case right now. I just want to see what it can do for us. And it says aspects that vary. We can have it just vary the color palette, the images if we want them to vary. For me, the images too. Text fonts if we want them to vary. For me, text fonts as well. The text content doesn't interest me. I only want to change the colors, okay? We're going to change the layout and colors, generate variations. Let's go. I asked for 5, so it might take a while. But in the meantime, as you can see, it's generated the heat map for this image. What's this heat map thing? It's basically where users are most likely to look when they land here, okay? It's true that, for example, here the heat map looks pretty good. Why? Because the first thing you'd want to look at would be the orange button. You put it there for a reason, right? And then I'd go through the different sections. As you can see, I'd look more at the barber's quad because it's a bit more color themed. And this button also adds some color, though I'm not sure how much you'd notice it. Otherwise, you'd have to scroll a lot, right? I don't think it takes scrolling that much into account. But of course, a risk would be, for example, making a heat map here, okay? In this case, there's not much issue because you don't really care which part the user looks at. Now, obviously, if there were a buy button, you'd want the heat map focused there. But here, let's say there's a buy button at the top, okay, where it says target weight. Well, if I generate a heat map here now, you'll clearly see it's going to turn red. I mean, the red color is going to be heavily concentrated. And there we have the heat map. I have to say, I don't really agree that people are going to look at the 140, you know? Actually, this plate calculator thing, I hadn't even seen it. I mean, here, well, the heat map is kind of, it's a bit conceptual, which isn't totally bad, but people definitely wouldn't look at the 140 before the red plates. I mean, seriously, that's just wrong. But anyway, it gives us a rough idea of where people would look. Well, I can't lie to you. The truth is, it's been almost 10 minutes. It's only generated 2 parts for me, and we're going to check it out. First here, as you can see, it changed the timer at the bottom. Up here, it added a timer, an arrow back, and watt. Well, it didn't quite finish generating it properly. It's true that I like the blue colorway better, how it looks and everything. And this one's the best for me. I mean, a much cleaner interface. I'm going to put them side by side so you can see them. A much cleaner interface. Add, set, tilt. It's literally the same thing, just with a different color, and that's it. So yeah, with this, we can make an app without any problem. Then we could grab it, polish it up, hit export, and take it to AI Studio if we wanted. So yeah, that's how you can generate the images without any problem for apps.